Nowicki, clean your screen, for crying out loud. Clean your damn screen. What the hell? What the hell, man? Come on. Ugh. Alright. Alright. So, this is something that I wanted to just share with y'all because I found it interesting. We made it safely through the month of June. The month of June has come and gone. It came in like a lamb and out like a lamb this time. There wasn't that much. We weren't slammed wall to wall with propaganda every day. We didn't wake up and see rainbows everywhere. Or I didn't anyway. In my little section of the world, it seemed like a quite a muted Pride Month compared to Pride months from years before. But this is interesting. Now there was a video that was made where somebody purported that during some march that the marchers were saying, "We're coming for your children. We're coming for your children," and others were saying, "No, they're not really saying that. The marchers are saying something else. There's some other line." And it's the person with the camera and a couple people around him who are saying, "We're coming for your children." So, in other words, the marchers weren't really saying that, but it was the person who made the video made it seem as if the marchers were saying that. That was what some were alleging. Of course, there have been cases of them saying things exactly like that. And by them, I mean gay rights people, gay activists, and trans activists, and what have you. The whole smorgasbord of perversity. And of course, just as an asterisk, I don't include everyone in this, everyone who is of a particular orientation or lifestyle in this group. This is strictly speaking of the political movement that makes up this Pride Month stuff, this LGBT Pride stuff. I know I don't make any friends when I make that disclaimer, because some people think that I'm being milquetoast when I put it that way. Like, no, it's all of them. It's all of them. Nowicki, you should say it's all of them. What are you afraid of? Why are you hedging your bets? But then on the other side, I get, oh yeah, sure, you don't believe it's all of them. Right, sure you don't. But it's not. It's just this instantiation, let's say, of this political movement. They have said things like, "We're coming for your children," before. There was a song, I think, was it the San Francisco Gay Man's Choir? I honestly think that's who it was, who had a song which was supposed to be on some level satirical. I don't really understand the satire. Like, "We're coming for your children," that's like, that seems like pretty straightforward. It seems like you either mean that or you don't. And if you're saying it and it's satirical, and you're saying, "Yeah, right, yeah, I'm just saying that because you think I say things like that, so I'm going to say it just to get under your skin." Well, I don't think that's really helping your cause. It's like when the early Christians were accused of actually eating children, of actual cannibalism, because they practiced the sacrament of the body and the blood, which was through the understanding of transubstantiation, where the bread and the wine become one with the body and the blood of Christ. that got noised around as if they were just eating children. And if some early Christian said, yeah, here we are, let's go to our Christian meeting and eat children, that's not really helping y'all out very much. But there was, in any case, and this is all just preamble to this story. I remember reading a book a long time ago by was it Norman Podhoretz? A Jewish neocon. It was a book called Ex-Friends. I think it was Norman Podhoretz. I know there were a couple of Podhoretzes, but I think that this one was. And anyway, the title was Ex-Friends. You can probably still find it out there. And it was about how he, grew up as a leftist, and then became a neocon, and became, socially more conservative. And he talked about meeting Allen Ginsberg, of course, the famous poet and gay icon, and also perhaps coincidentally pedophile, member of NAMBLA and so forth. Great guy, that Allen Ginsberg. And Podhoretz remarked at the end of their conversation how Ginsberg, they were arguing, about stuff, and then it was time for them to go their separate ways, and Ginsberg said, "We'll get you through your children." And that was what he said before he left, and that seemed like a very ominous thing to say, that they were going to, again, basically they're coming for your children. Whether they're coming to sexualize them, or whether they're coming to teach them that traditional sexual mores are outdated. Either way, it's kind of the same thing. It kind of amounts to the same thing. So it was, in any case, the reason why I'm talking about this, and this is a brief segment from the Lugan Press, Network News, NBC News, and a lot of people were talking about the video that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and saying, no, that's not true. They weren't really. This is a scurrilous lie. These protesters, these marching, this drag march, this LGBT parade, or whatever it was, they weren't really saying we're coming for your children. But now they reveal this. The, quote, "coming for your children" chant has been used at pride events, according to longtime march attendees and gay rights activists, who said it's one of many provocative expressions used to regain control of slurs against LGBTQ people. To me, this seems like an attempt at damage control. To me, this seems like they've been heard saying, "We're coming for your children," and people have gotten angry with them and have gotten fed up with them and said, "What the hell? We don't have a problem with what you do if you're consenting adults, but when you bring children into it, that's another issue entirely." And of course, Drag Queen Story Hour certainly brings children into it. Certainly does. But anyway, this whole let me bring it back up again. This whole idea that, oh well, they're just saying it to as a provocative expression to regain control of slurs. How is that regaining control of a slur? Right? I mean, I can see if you're just being sarcastic, if it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally going after your children. Yeah, that's what I'm all about." As an LGBT person, I'm totally about coming for your children. You know, even then, I would be careful about being sarcastic in that kind of way, because a lot of people have said it and seemingly have meant it. A lot of people in your crew, guys, have said it and have seemingly meant it. And now you're having Drag Queen Story Hour, where little kids, watch drag entertainment, which is not supposed to be for children, which is inherently, I would say, a risque, a strictly adult form, Now and that's been respected for years and years and years, and now they're wanting to blur the lines there. You can't really help it. I mean, you can't really blame people for reaching certain conclusions, okay? But now you don't want to deny anymore that you said we're coming for your children, right? That's what I find interesting about this. The video, the people who talked about the video saying, no, the marchers aren't saying that. So this is just paranoid. You're being paranoid. You're a right-wing, paranoid, fearmonger. The gays aren't coming for your children, you bigot. And now they're saying, yeah, we said it, but it was a way of regaining control of slurs. Come on, please. I mean, calling yourself queers, that's something where you regain, I guess, where it's like, okay, you're calling us that, well, we'll call ourselves that to regain control of it. That I can understand, at least the logic of it. But saying we're coming for your children, how is that regaining control of anything? And it's making me doubt the sincerity of it, particularly because in this particular movement, actions speak a lot louder than words. And saying we're coming for your children is one thing, but actually staging Drag Queen Story Hour and inviting children to, all the pictures that I'm sure you've seen of little kids seeing, naked men walking around and, leather tops and just things that absolutely should not be. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on this subject. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching.